question do you have for me, buddy? And I need you to kind of speak up a little bit. You are on speakerphone, so we got to make sure our cameras can pick everything up.
Okay. All right. Well, I was like, how many times a week do you recommend, like, how many balls you recommend to kick a week?
Awesome question, man. Thank you so much for asking this. Honestly, the answer kind of depends at where you are in your season, right? So if you're in season, which kind of most of us guys are right now, you know, we really need to kick heavy on Monday, kind of lighten it up just a little bit on Tuesday, really lighten it up on Wednesday, and hardly kick at all on Thursday, kind of the night before your game. This is assuming you're playing on a Friday. I know a lot of you guys in Texas play on Thursdays and Saturdays and stuff like that. So for wherever you are right now, you don't want to change kind of adding too many more kicks while you're in the season from where you were in your off season. So if you're used to kicking maybe 80 kicks when you go out and kick in the off season, then I would kick 80 kicks on Monday. Then on Tuesday, maybe take it down to 60. Right? When we get Wednesday, that's when we really take it down to about 45 or 50. But we have to make sure that we really limit kind of how many kickoffs we're doing for us kickers, right? Kickoffs is really what takes a lot of energy out. That's where the injuries come. So really limit your kickoffs. Only do about 5 or 6 a day if you're going to do kickoffs that day. What was that?
Well, isn't it about like 5 or 6? That's what I've heard, like maximum 6.
Yeah, I really don't recommend going more than 6. You know, field goals are basically kickoffs, right? You don't really need a giant run-up. It's basically just a kickoff or a field goal once you get to the point of contact with your kickoff. Now, you're going to land on your kicking leg, and so that part's a little bit different. But overall, your plant, your body lean, your follow-through is all about the same. So let's talk about off-season, Damien, because this is something that really kind of, we're very different here at Trinity Kicking than what you'll get from most other kicking organizations. So what our goal needs to be, and when I say what our goal needs to be, it doesn't mean that, hey, my season ended today, tomorrow I'm going to go kick 1,000 footballs, because that's what our goal is, right? You have to build yourself up to this. You can't risk yourself getting injured. But what we recommend is we recommend our guys to kick 100 balls a day, 5 or 6 days a week. Again, let me say that you have to build yourself up. You got that, Damien? So don't just run out there in this. Yeah, right. Yeah, we're talking about the off season now. So definitely, you know, say your season ends tomorrow and it's December 1. You're like, all right, my off season's starting. You know, let's go out and grind. I'm going to get my 150. You have to build up to it, just like squatting or any other exercise that we do. You start with lightweight and you build it up. But your ultimate goal this year, all right, so sometime this off season, you need to be getting 100 balls a day, 5 or 6 days a week, right? You want to talk about being the best kicker in the country, that's how you do it. Because there's very few people who are going to put in the time. You know, I'm sure already at your age, even though you're a younger guy, you know how lazy kickers and punters are. So if you're kicking 100 balls a day and other guys are kicking once or twice a week, you're not just getting better. You're kicking more in maybe 2 or 3 months than some guys are doing in their entire career. So if you want to play at those big schools, that's how you do it. And if you kicked 100 balls a day, Damien, and you know, let's say you got to 30,000 kicks in a year. 30,000, right? The definition of being an expert is doing something 10,000 times. If you become an expert 3 times over, 30,000 kicks in 1 year, I'm going to ask you, Damien, are you so good that you can take 65 days off? Because 100 balls a day, you know, there's 365 days in a year. 100 balls a day, that's 300 days. That means you took 65 days off. That's over 2 months of not kicking. So my question to you would be, are you so good that you can take 65 days off? Right? So, you know, there's no shortcut to technique or getting recruited. It's all about just working your tail off and just outworking someone else. The way I saw it was any day I couldn't kick, because there's going to be days we can't kick. Either one, we're just too sore, we're too tired, or maybe, you know, it's raining outside or snowing outside too heavy and we don't want to ruin our footballs and we have to take a day off. In my mind, at your age, I was saying, man, there's somebody in California, there's somebody in Florida, there's somebody in Australia working today and they're getting better than me today. So my favorite days to kick were, man, the 4th of July, Thanksgiving, Christmas morning. When everybody's opening presents, I'm out there kicking. All right? So you have to raise your level of dedication.
It's also quality over quantity. I mean, I know you have to kick a lot, obviously to work hard and, like, be good, but, I mean, if you, for example, get to 80 or 90 and you're already, like, kicks aren't coming out well and you're, like, tired, I mean, what do you recommend doing?
I recommend keep on kicking, all right? So this is why, man. There's no really way to, have that adrenaline that you have in a game, right? Having to, control your heart rate and hit a good, clean ball like in a game scenario. When we're in the off season, it's boring. We're sitting there kicking and kicking and kicking. So the best thing you can do is raise your heart rate. Get yourself really, really tired. Now, if you feel a strain in your muscles, you shut it down immediately. But if you're just tired, you kick through it. You learn to kick and calm your heart rate and keep on kicking. The more tired, and this is the reason why we get worse and worse as we get more and more tired, is because our follow-through starts to slump. Our brain starts to go. Our legs, man, it's not that difficult to kick a football. All right? It doesn't take that much energy. Can you kick one more kick? If I said, hey, you've kicked 90, you kicked the past 20 bad, just give me one really good one, and then you can go home. I would imagine you could kick me a good one, right, Damien?
Yeah.
So if you kicked one more good one, I said, all right, give me one more good one. You could do another one, right? If you're at 85 kicks, just get to 100, right? Because if you're doing nothing else, because you're not kicking in a game, the more you're swinging the leg, the stronger you're getting. You're building up that muscle memory. You're learning how to kick tired. When you play in a game, and even if you've been standing around for 2 hours with pads on, you're pretty tired after a game. So if for whatever reason your team's getting beat, you don't get to kick any field goals the whole game, and they put their scrubs in, and next thing you know, it's the last second of the 4th quarter. They say, hey, Damien, run in there and kick. You better be used to kicking with the tired leg and learning how to focus up, right? So I would recommend just keep grinding through it. All right, kicking tired is a good thing as long as it's not endangering your muscles or your body or endangering, you ripping something. Kick when you're tired. There's nothing better than kicking when you're tired. And again, just like I said earlier, other guys are going to quit at that point. You got to keep going. One more rep. And the last thing I'll tell you is it's exactly like you said. Quantity over quality is a great saying. But at the same time, you need to learn how when you're kicking 100 balls, it's very, very easy to lose focus mentally and not concentrate and give every single kick its due diligence. So this is a great mental exercise because it should be a mental day just as much as it should be a kicking day in an off day or an off-season kicking session, right? So you need to learn to be mentally strong enough to focus back up even when you're dead dog tired in the dead heat of the summer and you're low on water and you're just sweating and you got sweat in your eyes. If you can mentally focus up on that, man, the season's going to seem easy to you. Does that make sense, Damien?
Yeah.
Awesome, man. Well, you have anything else for me, buddy?
That's it. Thank you.
What we do here is go back.